The war had dragged on for so many centuries that most species across the galaxy had forgotten how it began. Power rested in the grasp of three dominant civilizations. At the core of known space stood the Zephyrian Empire, their radiant cities forged from living light and suspended among the stars. They believed themselves ancient beyond measure, guardians of wisdom earned over millennia. Beyond the core, the Corvan Federation consumed system after system along the outer rim, their insectoid populations acting as a single, relentless hive mind. Between them all moved the Nexari Collective, masters of trade, whose tentacled fleets carried wealth, secrets, and influence through every major hyperspace route. For 800 years, these powers fought, negotiated, and betrayed one another in an endless cycle that never truly shifted the balance. But on this day, High Commander Zether of the Corvan Third Fleet cared little for history. His fleet required supplies, and his scouts had discovered a soft target. The blue-green planet circled a modest yellow star, isolated and quiet. Its inhabitants had not yet mastered interstellar travel. Scans confirmed primitive energy use, no shielding, and weapons powered by chemical reactions. A perfect victim. Zether felt the hive mind's approval ripple through his thoughts. Only a handful of orbital stations protected the planet. Nothing capable of threatening a Corvan warship. Orders were issued without hesitation. Advanced scouts first. Full assault pattern. The orbital defenses would fall quickly, followed by surface landings. Captives would be taken. New labor would be secured. 12 Corvan warships advanced toward Earth, each colossal and armored in battle-scarred plating that had endured centuries of galactic conflict. Their weapons had erased entire fleets. Against such power, resistance was expected to last mere minutes. On Earth, Captain Sarah Morrison stood aboard the UES Defiance, watching unknown vessels appear on her tactical display. Her pulse quickened. Humanity had prepared for this moment, even if few believed it would ever come. The alien fleet approached in flawless formation, moving with mechanical precision. Earth's defense forces numbered only 8 ships, each dwarfed by the incoming vessels. Still, Captain Morrison's voice remained steady as she ordered all ships into a defensive line around Station Alpha. Humanity would not yield space without a fight. The Defiance and her sister ships surged forward, powered by nuclear engines and armed with railguns capable of accelerating solid slugs to extreme velocities. Their hulls, forged from asteroid-mined alloys, had never faced true combat, but they were fast, agile, and deadly in the right hands. From his flagship, Zether observed the human response with amusement. Their ships were small, inelegant, and laughably fragile. There would be no demand for surrender. The hive mind had no patience for delay. Plasma fire erupted from Corvan cannons, searing through space with enough energy to melt reinforced hulls. But the humans did not behave as expected. Their ships twisted violently, executing abrupt maneuvers that defied Corvan predictions. Plasma blasts tore harmlessly through empty space. Before Zether could process the anomaly, the humans fired back. There were no energy beams, only streaks of metal moving at terrifying speed. The first impact tore through Corvan armor as if it were paper. A warship detonated in a violent bloom of fire and debris. Shock rippled through the hive mind. The humans scattered, abandoning formation entirely. Some slingshot around the planet's gravity well, others attacked from above, each vessel acting independently yet in perfect coordination. Morrison gritted her teeth as crushing G-forces pinned her to her command chair. Railguns roared again, crippling the Corvan flagship. When conventional fire wasn't enough, she ordered a nuclear strike at point-blank range. The explosion shattered the flagship's hull, ripping it apart. Within an hour, 11 Corvan ships were destroyed. Zether drifted in an escape pod, stunned. Everything the Corvan Federation believed about warfare had just been proven wrong. Zether expected execution when the human ship recovered his escape pod. Instead, he was brought aboard and questioned. Captain Morrison faced him calmly, studying the towering insectoid commander as translators bridged the gap between species. She explained, bluntly, why Corvan technology had failed. Plasma dissipated. Shields bent. But metal traveling at relativistic speed did not care about doctrine, or tradition. When Zether admitted the invasion had been motivated by convenience, Morrison delivered her message. Earth would not submit. Diplomats were welcome. Fleets would be met with force. Any further attacks on civilians would be repaid in kind. The warning spread rapidly. Superior leaders observed with renewed interest. Nexary merchants calculated profits and risks. Within Corvan space, the hive mind seethed with rage and humiliation. Days later, Earth found itself at the center of galactic attention. Superior emissaries arrived offering protection. Nexary traders followed with contracts laced with hidden chains. Humanity recognized both offers for what they were, control by another name. When a massive Corvan superwarship arrived demanding surrender, humanity chose defiance again. Though outmatched, human ships attacked with reckless ingenuity, crippling the behemoth and forcing its retreat. Losses were heavy, but the message was clear. Humans would not fight by anyone else's rules. As the three galactic powers demanded negotiations, Admiral Morrison addressed them without fear. Humanity would not serve as soldiers, workers, or pawns. If neutrality was impossible, then the galaxy itself would have to change. And slowly, unexpectedly, it did. Corvan individuals began to think independently. Superior youths questioned authority. Nexary traders reconsidered exploitation. What terrified the old powers was not human weapons, but human ideas. For the first time in galactic history, control began to fracture, and cooperation took its place.